This segment of Trojans Live is brought to you by Allstate. The Trojans are in good hands, or feet in this case, with Savannah DeMelo, the sophomore sensation on USC women's soccer. And how good of a start are the women of Troy off to 4-0-1, and they've outscored opponents 15-1.
Yeah.
What's been the key so far, Savannah? You guys are really taking it to them.
Yeah, I just think that we've all just been working really hard getting to the places we need to be, and we all know that we're all going to work hard to get to where we need to be, so that if the chance comes, we're going to put that shot away. And everyone's saying how great it is. We scored 15 goals, but it's awesome that we've only let one in.
Yeah.
With our defense has been killing it, like back line, goalkeeper, defensive mid, everyone's just been putting in the effort, and I think it's been shown.
You know, you being a midfielder, you have a hand in both in terms of the offense and the defense. You guys get off to such a fast start. As you talk about, what is this team, or do you guys know, is it an offensive team that, can run up a bunch of points, or like, as you mentioned, without giving up a goal, it's a defensive-minded?
I think it's just all together. Like, we have such a deep team. Like, in every single position, we have a bunch of players who are ready to come in and, like, take your spot if you're not doing what you need to be doing. So I think that just really keeps us, like, on our toes, always wanting to do our best, and we know that if it's not our day, we know someone else is going to come in and help us as well.
It's our first time having you on the show, so take us back a little bit. There are three real power schools right out here with UCLA, USC, and then Stanford not too far away. A lot of people go up there, especially in women's soccer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing, given your resume, you probably had your pick of the litter. Why'd you end up at USC?
I've just always grown up around the campus. My grandpa wanted to come here for football, so I remember I used to come here all the time. And I loved the coaching staff, loved Kadani, loved Jason, and I loved Jen, who used to be here. And I just think with all the girls here, I loved how the team played, and just I love the school. I love just always coming around here. So.
What was your first football memory?
First football memory? I don't know. I just remember I was always on my grandpa's shoulders doing this all the time. And
That's
then
right.
That's all you needed.
Growing up, I was always like this in pictures. So I just kind of grew up with that.
For those listening on the radio, she's putting up the victory sign.
Oh, yeah, victory sign. Fight on.
That's right. That's right.
Better for the Twitter audience
right.
when you do the hand
Yeah.
gestures.
Talk about yourself a little bit. I mean, because, of course, you're here at SC having a great year, but you're also a national team player, very accomplished. To the point where you're almost one of the leaders of the national team. How has that experience been? I mean, not only playing for USC, but obviously representing the country.
Well, just getting the international experience is something that you really can't put into words. Just being able to travel the country with the best players in the country, it's honestly an amazing feeling, and I've made so many good friends from it, and I think I've just learned a lot and grown a lot just because of it.
Yeah, there's national teams, and then there's the USA women's soccer. I knew I said something wrong there. The USA women's soccer national team. I mean, it's one of the iconic sports brands in this country. Really, I mean, you haven't quite made it to the senior team, but how competitive is that to so many women that have looked up to these great players in the past and now are coming up this next generation? What's it like to be a part of that?
Well, I was always telling my parents and stuff, just wearing the crest. Just there's so much history behind it, and so many great players that have sacrifice day in and day out just to be where they are, and I just think it's always a privilege just whenever the national anthem is playing, and you just try to live in the moment and kind of just realize what you're doing and how much work you put into it, and it's just an amazing experience, and I'm just really glad I was able to do it.
All right, let's talk about your coach, Kadani. He's not watching, so don't worry about it. Everybody loves him. Everybody loves to play for him, and there's the character, the high character person that he is. What do you like about him best?
What I like about him best, he's just so easy to talk to, and he's very real with you. I remember first time when I came to USC, I wasn't the best at defense, and he never was like, "Oh no, you're okay." He always told me, he's like, "That's something we're gonna work on." And to this day, I think even my national team coach said that my defense has grown tremendously. And of course, I like to attack, and I'm more of the person to pass the ball or to go score a goal. But everyone said that my defense has tremendously changed, and I owe it all to him and the staff.
Well, I know what kind of player you are because in your bio you list Cristiano Ronaldo as your favorite player.
Oh, yeah.
I think that says a lot about a soccer player. Now, I happen to agree with you. I'm a Cristiano over a Messi guy. How did you become a Cristiano Ronaldo fan over a Messi?
Well, I'm Portuguese, so my dad's from Portugal. So
a national hero.
Yes, so I just always grew up with him being my idol, and I think it's not really hard to kind of be in his favor because of how awesome he is on and off the field. And I just think he's a great role model, always scoring goals, always team player, and yeah.
How'd your dad enjoy that Euro Cup when Portugal won it?
Oh my God! I was at home. I was at national team camp, and I remember I was at practice. And I'm done with practice. The game's already over, and I see 50 missed calls from him, like 20 pictures, 20 like messages from his friends showing me videos of him celebrating. I was like, I think I can guess who won the game.
Yeah, that's good. Talk about this team a little bit in terms of chemistry. It's a new team all the time. And, last year's team was really good as well.
Yeah.
But now that with this new team and you've made some additions in terms of some girls that have come in this year. How are you guys gelling as a team to this point of the season?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's been the best chemistry that we've ever had. The freshmen came in, and we honestly all just automatically like linked up together. We were super close. Me and a couple other girls weren't here. Me, Penelope, and Tara, we were all at national team camp. But we would always hear things like, oh, my God, the freshmen are awesome. We're all so close. Like, there's no drama. We're literally all just already friends. And I think that has a lot to do with the people who stayed at college and made that home, made it home for the freshmen so early. So honestly, like, I think that's what helped us a lot too, because on the field you can hear the whole bench cheering for you, no matter if they're going to play 0 minutes, if they're going to play 90 minutes, everyone is like for you and wants you to do your best.
Well, this is a team to watch all season long, a national championship contender, no doubt, up to number 4 in the country. All the info, you can see them at McAllister Field. Go to usctrojans.com/soccer. And then the big one coming up at the end of the season is USC-UCLA at the StubHub Center on November 2. So for ticket information, again, go to usctrojans.com/soccer. Thank you, Savannah. 3 goals, 4 assists in 4 games. Watch out for Savannah DeMelo. Forget 2 points for safety. Try up to 20% with the Allstate Distinguished Driver Discount. Safe drivers can instantly save up to 20% on car insurance just for having a clean driving record. And that's on top of other discounts. Call 1-410 Los Angeles area Allstate agents today. We've talked to some real young talent. Now we've got a former player next, Antoine Woods, who just made the Dallas Cowboys, will join Trojans Live to talk about that and the big Stanford game. Jordan, JJ, more coming back on ESPN LA 710.